friends and laughter, that's all I require. Give me a real good cigar.
Now, possibly one of, if not the best, the books that I've used, and I have a pretty good collection of them. They're called Squadron Publications. And these books are just absolutely the best. I mean, this is almost made as if they wanted you to know everything there was to know if you were going to build a model, a scale model even. Just a little look at what these look like. First off, they give you the development of the model, development of the real aircraft. Very important, the variations of various planes and whatever plane. This is a B-25 one, but we have the A-26 one also. Some of the other ones that, and it traces the history of how the plane evolved. And in a lot of cases, like the one with the Typhoon is unbelievable, because they really had some big time problems in the beginning of developing the Typhoon. Well, I guess that's true with all airplanes. But this one would be excellent if you were doing your incline work, trying to plot panel lines. Again, this is where I depend on Les Demet's artist-trained eye. When you have somebody like Les who's a professional draftsman, artist, I don't know what he is. I don't know if he knows what he is. But anyway, some of the things we used when we made the mold for the cowling, Jimmy Snyder made the mold, the plug, and some of the variations where it exhausts individually. I find this stuff really interesting. Now, there's a lot of people who just, first off, there's people that don't want to build a plane at all. They just want to buy one, and that's fine. There's a place somewhere in the world for the people that buy the pre-made planes. And if that suits your needs, it's great. And then there are the people that like to build a plane, but they take a Nobler and change the wingtips and try to claim that they designed it. Well, there's another segment there. And then there's people, and Dave Downey is the one I'm going to use for an example, but I'm just one of many who really want to make original airplanes, original aerodynamics. And I think it's safe to say that that's what we have on the B-25. If it's not original, I don't know what is. I don't know if there's anybody that's ever had anything except for maybe for Paul's B-17, which was even more complex. But it certainly has been an adventure. And I always have a saying that life is an adventure, and if you know where you're going, it's not much of an adventure, and that has served me well. And as you take a little glimpse into my life, in the beginning of tape 1, I try to show some of the other things that interest me and capture my interest. Certainly model aviation is one of them. Real aviation is another. But let's face the reality, unless you had some incredible inheritance or something, you're not gonna be able to afford to have and own and maintain and fly a real B-25. And even if you did, it's dangerous. And people my age don't want to get hurt anymore. I don't want to spend any time in a wheelchair. I want to spend all my time doing things I enjoy. So what model aviation does is it creates, for me anyway, a little niche. Lets me do things that, like Walter Mitty kind of things, dream about doing things that I otherwise can't afford, or that I'm just too big of a coward to even land them on carriers. Always something new to learn, always something I find very, very interesting. Now these Squadron publications, these are available in a lot of hobby shops. They're available, of course, by mail, and I'm sure they have an internet address now. Squadron Publications, 115 Crowley Drive, Carrollton, Texas. Oh, Bob Gieske must own this company. Doug Moon's company. Anyway, these are excellent. These are as good as it gets when you want some inspiration to make an aeroplane or model aeroplane that you're not going to see 10 of out at the field. You're not going to have to worry that you walk over to the plane and pick up the wrong one by mistake because they're all white, they all have a red leading edge, and they all look the same. That won't happen with a B-25. We're up right after Ted. Jim Barnow's going to try to shoot the flight if he can. Air has been variable from dead to moving around, so it should be an exciting flight.
Okay.
Hold that. picture. This is a Will Huben picture of Brodax. See if you can look at it close, Ken. Look at the faces. I'll try to get this on. I mean, this is the whole reason you do stuff like this.
Hold it still, Wendy, and I'll try to go down the faces.
You got it. We're gonna go. Can I treat you to lunch? We're gonna go to Pizza King.
Oh, what time are you leaving?
Hour, half an hour. Do you know where the big Pizza King is?
No.
There's a little one and a big one. Okay, we're gonna go to the big one because we have a gift for the waitress. Jim has a wish. We'll tell you the whole story later. We'll tell the whole story. You don't want to hear about this on video, do you? We'll be going to Pizza King for lunch. Wow, that's unbelievable.
Show them the other picture, Wendy.
This, if I have one of these at home, but you can see the ink lines on it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You can read what the electrosets are there. And the glass, you wouldn't know that's painted. And look at this. I'm wearing the same shirt I'm wearing right now. It doesn't mean I don't have more bomber shirts. Look at the only thing looks putsy, the wheels. You know they're not scale wheels, because then the plane. But you can see the flat spots on the tires. Oh, that's wild. That's wild. Scott, I want to explain something to you. The reason I built the B-25, I can show you in a picture. Here's the picture. Look at the faces in the crowd.
Yeah.
We're here at the, show them the drawing of Musco plane. We're waiting for Lisa so we can pay our F2B entry fee. Look at a big one, big free flight on top. Cool, very cool.
I'm gonna have to go upstairs and get the one from the hall.
A little plaque for somebody across the street. That's it. Is there any person we have to see special or
Probably.
in a room with a library? Is that?
Yeah, Marcy or Steve are the two.
Do you know if either one of them are out to lunch now?
That I don't know.
Before I track them down like a lizard.
Yeah, let me ask. Hey, May, can I help you?
We're talking big money here.
Let me get your order. Okay. Around 1:30? Okay.
Oh, this is talking about, this is not, real nice floor.
Right. Around 1:30? Thanks for calling, Amy. This is Joanna. Okay, what is that? You're not getting one today, right? Sure. Okay. Okay. Are you really? Well, listen, I'll keep standing here at the counter. I'm going to transfer you over to the currency zone. I'll let you talk to them, okay? Hang on. You want to give us that phone over there? I'll bring it over there. It's Steve.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Steve. What we're wanting to get is kind of simple. We're wanting to get a 4
What Wendy's doing is we're gonna get a plaque for Woody Midgley. This is his 10th year of playing pit balls, and we really do appreciate all the hard work that he puts in for us. Just like the judges, it's hard to sit out on the tarmac and just bake for hours and hours.
10 years dedicated service. This is Bob Dixon. What are you actually? I mean, your title is college professor of headgear.
I am now.
Oh yeah, and Polish. Well, you'd make a great lamp for some collector. We could stuff them if he died.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, Bob Dixon, professional stunt flyer from the Ukraine. Get a picture for Ken Scalp. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
This is the new look.
Well, about that, the guy's
got to be in.
got to see this. This is a cover shot for Stunt News. Bob the Wind Shot Dixon. Bob Dixon, dies in an unfortunate accident when somebody mistook him for...
Wait, pose. I'm only holding it up. Assume the pose.
Do you think Ted Fancher's group, they do this?
Okay.
No.
All right, you ready?
Come on! Oh! Mr. Mercury!
Don't pull, Ken. You pull.
If you buy 2 windsocks, you get Bob Dixon with every purchase.
Pose.
Boot him up!
He's getting the camera.
Boot him up!
Gotta get a
Ready?
We're waiting.
Let me, wait a sec.
Actually, Will Rubin is here taking pictures.
Well, I can only do that for so long.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the flash to
Barely
check it out
flash.
first.
Look at this, he's got a $20,000 camera to take a picture of this dumb Bob Dixon. Oh my God, cover shot.
See that?
Cover shot. You know what the caption for that picture should be? Why do they hate us? The ugly American, Bob Dixon.
Something would be better if that was an American instead of bright yellow.
Oh man, the human flag with an AMA.
Got my human flag shirt on?
You know, I'm surprised war veterans don't take you and just slam dunk you for making fun of the American flag like that.
What do you mean? I'm proudly displaying it.
Not on your body, it's not.
He's not making fun.
It doesn't matter. I'm a red-blooded American.
I'm a redneck. Guess which one of these guys is a redneck and which one belongs to the mafia and which one hasn't worked a day in his life. What a crew.
It's the ones that say over here.
Joe Buttafuoco. Hey, you know, what time is Sonia going to be back? We're trying to get a picture of Sonia, the owner of the hotel.
Sonia.
What are you, giving English lessons to me?
No, just,
I graduated summa cum laude on my class.
Kabluda, that's right.
Joey Buttafuoco has nothing on you guys.
So tell me, Wendy, is it laud or laude?
What?
Summa cum.
What do I know? I was educated on the mean streets of Brooklyn, New York. Where if you got out of line, you turned into a salami sandwich in the street that a car ran over. Trust me.
You lived in Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Where?
Greenpoint, you're on street. Don't go there now without an armed guard. Who's this tooling in? Dun. One of our guys? Maybe he doesn't want to be on the video.
Oh, that's Robbie.
Who is it?
Robbie Hunt.
Robbie Hunt! Oh my God, it's Robbie Hunt! Oh!
You know where Bantock's staying?
We already took care of it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, we have notified him that, oh, smiled, oh, your heart is breaking.
Do another one here.
Why didn't you hey, the fuel's leaking out all over the side there. Don't worry, you have another pair of shoes, don't you?
You got 19, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Bob, you're the man. I have a picture of you, of this plane in my shop.
4 years old, 17 points.
4 years old?
4 years old.
Wow, let's see the pilot. The pilot.
Is this the one that you tore the landing gear from?
Look at this. It's got this thing should have been like a 13-pointer.
That's been there.
Look
It's
at
been there
look
for 2
crack.
years.
You gotta put tape over there. Put tape over there.
I just discovered that this
Because
morning.
if it breaks in flight, I'll tear a piece off.
Fix the landing gear really,
Yeah,
really
the gear,
watch your way
gear
over
was,
there.
Well, watch the gutter.
the gear was ripped completely off of it at the site selection.
Bob, you got any duct tape? Any tape?
I got clear tape.
Oh, I got clear tape. Real tape? Come out of there, yeah. I gotta put my Heide key back.
Yes, Kenny.
Hey, they're all coming in now. Look at this. Let's have our own appearance judges. I win. Kenny, you got any duct tape? Electrician's tape? What we're doing, we're trying to set up a little photo op for Sonia and her husband, the people who run this motel and have made us feel like part of their family for the whole week. We have the old garden growing back there. Kent, what you want to do is put yours so that so when two people, you know, the picture's too wide. You want to make it closer together. I'm sure Will, that what you agree with?
Yeah, unless you want to blow it up really big. Otherwise,
We had the real flowers in our church.
Yeah, that would, and then we could all stand in the back, and I'll put the bomber up in the front.
But that's okay. We was off early yesterday. That's pretty spirited around.
That's a little better, isn't it? One more to make it complete.
Well, we put people behind them, then we'll have to put sun there.
We'll let them be in the middle. Let her and her husband be in the middle.
They're not the scale. The bomber, that heavy bomber sinking into the ground.
Sinking in one side at a time. Maybe that's where all the bombs are. West Demet made those little cannons. They actually have a barrel inside of another barrel.
Yeah.
right on the nose.
Oh, that's why it only got 19 points.
But you could have had it under here, you know.
Tell me about it.
The wing itself or the flap?
On the wing, it's fairly good.
On the inboard? And they're not an inch tall.
Yeah, who's got the illegal letters here?
Waffen,
Waffen Schnugelmeier.
Zwei
Oh,
und
das Schnugelmeier.
das Waffen SS.
Look at what a nice cockpit detail he has in this one. So what do you think on his new one? What do you think? Joe Adamusto and I go to his house, and he's getting ready to carve up a piece of wood, block two, a Matt Newman thing with a block of wood. Come on.
You nipped that in the bud.
Oh, we nipped that. That block of wood went under the back tire of my truck.
Going there, you're being guided.
That's right. We have a vision of the future.
No, Wendy, you brought it with you. That's what you used to drop the front wheel.
Yeah, that would be good. Difficult. That isn't a one afternoon project, my boy.
It's not a weekender.
Spent that $10,000 just for the jig.
More than that.
Now, does that come apart?
Yes, all come apart.
Actually, what it was dry.
The plane comes apart in 16 pieces. 16, yeah. The fact that you didn't even know it's a take-apart plane has to tell you something, but I'm not sure what. We thought Rich's was a take-apart, but it isn't.
Did your doctor prescribe special back protection?
Unexpected rain delay. Light them off, Kent. Make them shiny. Oh, she just drove over Gee's plane. What'd you do, hit a rock?
Hit that rock.
Oh, my God. Sonia's driving school.
I know. We made it.
Oh, you're in the doghouse tonight, lady.
Boy, there you go, baby. Come on, you guys. Come on, photo boys.
Probably would be better if you held on these things here.
Yeah, let's try to get.
You're actually gonna have to spank her.
Kent, why don't you show Sonia how to hold one of the models?
What?
Show Sonia how to hold one of the models.
Which one does she want to hold?
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Go pick one out. Which one do you want to hold?
But show her how to hold it. So.
Big problem.
Big problem. You only get only one, right?
Pick one.
Wendy, put yours out here so she got a choice.
No, I know which one she'll pick. You know what I'll do? I'll stand in the back with the model up over the people, so that it's not it's a more vertical picture.
Don't mind.
Better? You think better? Yeah, try to let's start in the middle. Get the two movie stars with the two planes in the middle.
Let's let them squat in the middle.
Yeah,
Put the
yeah.
planes around them.
That's good. That's a good idea. So this is worse than what we had Amy at the NATS.
Okay.
Frangella, if you were there to we had Amy doing this, forget about it. Forget about it. Okay, Bob. Shiny enough. Okay. Now you guys could sit in the middle.
On my airplane, Wendy.
Huh?
In case you're wondering,
What's that?
that water that rained while
Yeah.
ago.
It's called acid rain, right?
Spots on my blue.
Yeah, I'm going to wipe mine as soon as we're done.
After a 30-minute rain delay and a 2-hour Sonya delay, we're finally getting some pictures.
Okay, ready?
Here we are in beautiful downtown Muncie, Indiana. It's not raining today for the first time in 6 days. Typhoon is expected momentarily. However, we are taking pictures right now. Mary, not bad. Got Will Hubbard taking pictures.
My brother, Kenny Stevens.
The Econo Flyers.
Hi, Ken.
Hello.
Everybody here that stayed in the motel did very good. They all got prizes.
Yes, everyone.
They're booby prizes.
What do you think, Wendy?
Booby prize. I think I got the biggest one of all.
Okay.
Not mine. You leaving tomorrow?
No, I'm qualified.
Oh, okay. Everybody come here and take all one picture. Can?
Gotta be. Oh, the green. I gotta be.
Okay.
Then it goes to red.
I'm gonna hold my airplane.
So, Wendy and them are gonna come over for a group shot.
Probably.
Okay, I'm hold for like how? Okay.
You wanna hold?
I don't know.
It's real heavy. One hand there. It is. This is super heavy. Here, you can hold it down. Push it down. Got it?
Yep.
Sure?
Yeah.
Time to head out to the good old flying field. See if the gang that couldn't take a picture straight. Actually, we did. Oh, she's mowing the grass. Check this out. Now, this is the kind of wife I like. Do you think my wife would mow the grass? You're out of your mind. Check this out. Sonya's mowing the grass. Where'd she go? Fell in the bushes. Amazing. Amazing. I don't know what it takes to have a woman that mows the grass for you. All right, the gang is gathering for a coaching session for Bob Dixon. Bob feels he could benefit by flying up a storm tonight. We gotta make a contender out of you yet, Dixon. Actually, we don't have much to work with. That's the problem. Heck, we don't have anything. All right, off to the practice field. I like this. I like this. I can just picture Karen pushing a mower. You can picture me in a funeral parade. Sonya! They've really been good to us. We're going to try to get that picture and stunt her. Oh, the camera sees all. Lawnmowers to Stragas. Anyway, the whole objective is maybe get 1 or 2, maybe 3 flights. Uh-oh. He's mixing secret fuel ingredients. You should always keep the can that you're going to use filled to the top so you're not absorbing, especially out here, absorbing moisture. Top it off. It's a nice little jug for mixing. You can put a gallon of one, a gallon mixing.
Yeah.
That's great.
$5.
Yeah, I may get me one of those. Just keep it just for modeling stuff. Good deal. They probably got them in Hoosier Pete's down there.
Probably.
I mean, it's 2.5, so you don't even ever really have to empty it.
Right,
If you want 7.5, just
right, exactly. Yeah, it's a good deal. All right, all the troops are starting to filter in here now to Jakubonitskis, and here he comes. Thunder Dixon, he's coming in for some coaching. We're going to do some coaching flights tonight.
Thunder Dixon.
Thunder Dixon. Sounds like a red dinosaur. Speed circles, they're flying Dynajets tonight. I just heard a Dynajet go off. They're down there. We're up here, and all the troops, all the contenders are coming in. I could have been a contender.
Am I a video man or something? Who is this person?
You'll never know. Don't even know now, you can't even see it from down here. Dynajet speed. Some kind of a pipe going on here while Rich is putting up. So what we'll try to do is get dead downwind for Kent. Try to video a couple of these. Now what we're trying to do, we're going to try to set up a tripod here and shoot a couple flights from the tripod and get our geometry right. Bob, Kent, and Rich. And then after each flight, what we can do is we're going to come back to the camera, and we'll miss the next person flying, of course, and play the video back so you can see the mistakes. Now the problem with this is you can't hear the sound, and I'll try to make some corrections, because what we also want to have from this is when we get back to the shop, back to the whenever, you want to watch this over and over and see what recurring mistakes happen in the course of a pattern. So I'm going to try to get the tripod dead downwind if I possibly can. Robbie Gruber, yeah, Robbie's working down here. We could actually shoot Robbie's flights from down here from the tripod. See, with a tripod you can see the geometry a lot better. That's one advantage. And so in a case like this, what Rich is looking for, to correct some of the little mistakes he made today, might boost his score up a little bit. Looks like it's going to be a reasonable night even. Looks like the air is even reasonable. Now from this angle you'll probably see, and I'll be moving around, see some of the geometry things that we possibly can see here. Let's see where he's picking up the wind. Okay, we're not far enough back. We're going to move. See if we get in position here. Rich Jakubon possibly doing his best finish ever. It's some real competitive scores and some real easy things that should be easy to fix if we can get some coaching. And now what we'll do later in the evening, we have some Al Raby type sheets. We can make out sheets for each other. I'm not going to fly the bomber until tomorrow. I'm so used to not practicing that, well, just getting used to not practicing, I guess that's the bottom line. So I'll just help the other guys on the team. And really, thanks to Will Huben, we're going to have some great pictures. We already have some great pictures. Now you can just lock in and see, well, if that one's flying off the screen, that tells you that he's moving. Wow. Okay, Rich, you're walking your loops. Now you can really see your errors if you space the camera back more, of course. You can see the more complex maneuvers. You can see some of the geometry errors, and that's what we're working on. You set up another dyno jet. Really difficult because of the logistics here to get the camera in a spot that's going to be beneficial. I'm not sure we can't go really back any further. What I always like to focus on a night like this is try to find the most glaring error in a pattern that you think you can solve. The easiest one to solve. Now, walking the loops is an easy one to solve. And even though the wind is blowing, it's not blowing so much that you should be able to hold that and not walk the loops. You know, I've been to a lot of NATS where we did this in 3-4 nights before the competition, but in this case, all we did was duck raindrops and try to entertain our little group with mindless little exercises while we're waiting for the rain to go away. And here's one that's real easy, putting the clover right on top of itself. And let me just explain what I'm talking about. What Rich is doing is, in the clover, rather than, I'll do it in reverse, he's coming in, instead of having a flat leg, he's got to put a flat, a flat, a flat. If you draw a clover out, there's a flat. So that's going to be the first maneuver we work on. I'll let Rich play the camera back on this. And then we'll pick up whoever the one after him flying is. So the other people are filtering in now. Who's helped us shoot video all week. Jim, appreciate it. Hope we get some good footage tomorrow on Top 20 Day. I hope the weather's going to be good. Bob Geeski's practicing in the back. Okay, now what we're going to do is look in Bob Dixon's flight for the single easiest thing that he can reasonably fix. Not something really drastic would take a lot of time, but if there's some let's call it a giveaway, something that he's just giving away. Again, Bob's picked up the wind differently than a couple of flights before him. Let's see if we can get the tripod on where he's going to do his rounds. Now see if he's putting them one right on top of the other. Looks pretty good. Move just a little bit. Inverted flight looks real good. This should be Bob's, I'm not sure, third or fourth time in the top 20. And of course Danny Banjock is in the top 20 even though he finished 21st. If the Moons have to return to Texas. Their grandfather passed away. I think I've already mentioned that. Okay, that's nice. One on top of the other. Reasonable. See, so on something like this, there's not a lot we can do. There's not a lot of big problems here. That was nice. First leg is off on an angle this way. Now I'm doing the correction so that when we play this back, I don't forget them. Just don't forget we skip every other flight. Looks like that was started. Could be started a foot or two higher. That first leg just went rather than a nice straight dive. And we could play that back and forth and see. Nice triangles. Like he pulled this intersection in this direction. We'll move the camera here one second. He's going to move. First leg is off. We're out of range here. And all the legs in the middle are going off to this angle, so that might be a perception problem we could work on. And this is what's nice about being able to play it back and forth and back and forth. In fact, in our case, we can play it. A real good trick is to play it in fast forward. Top smaller than the bottom. It's a snowman. See, that's a snowman. See how small the top is? Bottom's much bigger. The bottom loop is just exaggerating here. Another Dynajet. This leg here was on a little bit too much of an angle. Should have, I think, come down straighter. He went. Let's see if he puts some flats on the four-leaf clover, and we can let Rich look at this as an example of what would be worth working on. A little bit of a flat, not straight going up. I see the first angle was here, and the second one he didn't come back to that point to fly up. Okay, so we got a few things we can hopefully help Bob with. Once we get to replay this flight. Okay, so Rich has reviewed his. This is Kent Kaiser on one of our Looking for Errors flights. And of course you can do this at home. You can do this as long as you have a tripod and a camera. One of the things everybody seems impressed with Ken's plane and motor on it. It's really a nice friendly combination. That looks pretty good. The wind has started kicking up again. It was down for a while. Well, let's look if he's walking the loops. Looks pretty good. That one was a little high. Now, it's really nice if you happen to have a coach. I know Fancher and Fitzgerald have Dave's dad, who's an excellent coach, or Todd Lee has his dad, Jim Lee, who's an excellent coach, but a lot of us don't have a coach. I don't have somebody that, is really willing to spend the time and energy and sit out in the sun with me for hour after hour. But I have my video camera, and I seem to make that one bad bottom. Oh, yeah, he's backing up now. Not a good set of outsides. He might be getting some funny air there, I'm not sure. High bottom, angle off. This angle off, Kent, is you're turning, but instead of going straight up, you're going off on it. If you just play it back, you'll see it. That was good, reasonable. Good. Typically, Kent has a problem putting bottoms at 4 to 6 feet. He likes to be about a foot too high, and we've been working on trying to get him down. Now, if you look at this, Kent, what you're going to see is the loops are eggs. Both of them are higher than they are long. So we're looking at eggs. You're going to have to try to stretch this out. See if we got snowmen going on here. Much better than Rich. See, the top is basically the same, even though the geometry is not exactly the same. Well, he's not happy with it either. But from our vantage point, it's certainly better than Rich's. Say, it's that leg coming down that gets, instead of coming straight down, it doesn't want to turn here enough. It needs to turn and come down. Now we're missing the overhead with the way I have this set. Flat, flat, flat. All right. So now we have a couple easy things we can work on. Snowmen on Bob Dixon, flats for Rich, And for Ken, some of these angles and little things that he needs to address. This is a significant thing. Rich, we talked about the things Rich is going to try to correct on this flight. We've tried to set the tripod. Jim Varno, Kent, and I are all doing rabies sheets, Al rabies sheets. Now, you look, Kent. I just want to make sure we got the camera in place. Let's see if we all see the same thing. Now, it's a lot of times, not everybody sees the same thing. That's human.
Right on.
Which went way past the second time. If you watch where he started, where he went up, the second time he came around and went way past it.
Go ahead and start whenever he...
Let's see if the insides were good last time. That was walk to the right, walk to the left. Okay. Wing over, what he's doing is coming too far. In other words, this one's okay, then he comes by and goes too far so that they're overlaid like this. You can see that right away through, either by eye or by screen. Now this is where he'll, let's see, he was no, you were walking the outside. That inverted flight looks right at 6 feet maybe. We can't really see well from this far away. That's one thing he's...
That will being down at the
Yeah. Okay, he's off the screen here, so...
He's walking in their egg shape.
He's walking eggs. He's making eggs and walking them. Okay. Let's move the tripod just a little bit.
Back up with the stiffness.
Yeah, the wind is... Well, we can't move till the end of the flight now.
So he's starting his up leg directly
Right,
on you.
right. Now this is the outside. He should be directly downwind. Watch this. Bad bottom. Bad entry. He's coming down, not 90 degrees, and then having to go...
Look like that.
Right, right.
Me.
Longer than high.
Right.
He was doing nice triangles today. Oh, they're reasonable. He's not coming all the way back up vertical. You seeing that too? Yeah. In other words, when he's doing this, he's not coming back to go vertically, so I'm just climbing over. Okay. A lot of angle errors here, but I think the wind's really kicking up now. He's getting some nasty areas. Yeah, all the angles was a little wacky there.
Because we're at an angle too.
Yep. Well, I can't move right now, but we'll move for the next flight. There's an overturn here, right here, overturn. Coming down out of the maneuver and going, instead of coming 90 and then turning. Yeah, too much of an overturn, and that's basically part of the wind when, I'll do it from this angle. When you're hitting this last third corner and the wind is blowing, you almost always round it off. Now we're going to have to move the camera. The wind is definitely getting, it's breezier and it's moving all at the same time. Alright, here's the big kahuna. We're going to see some flats or no flats. I'm going to move the tripod. And if you could pick up one little mistake, flat, a little better. Flat, Still, the flat going this way should have been a little bit longer. Okay, this is Bob Dixon. Now we tried to reorient the tripod. Let's see if we can
if he's going to pick up the wind the same as we did. Little jumpy takeoff. Not sure you can work on that right here, right now. Level flight's okay. Let's see if he goes past the point. Now we're going to be looking on Bob's flight for the snowmen. A little bit bigger on the top, vertical 8, not as big on the, bigger on the top, smaller on the bottom. And he knew it the minute I mentioned it, so that must be something that he's working on. Whoop. You caught that, right? He bobbled the bottom, ferreted. Ferreting meaning come out of a maneuver and goes like a ferret when it runs. Higher. No good. Try it again. This is one of the things he's working on. Get the height right. He's still rushing it. What we're trying to do is get the leg where you dive more downwind, not upwind where the wind is your enemy. The wind is your friend if you can get that dead downwind. Up, overturning. You see how many overturns there are in this? And they're all up. Okay. He's trying to stretch it out. That's good. Yeah. Every time there's a mistake, it's an overturn. There's never, that usually tells you the plane is either tail heavy, the lead outs are too far forward, or the handle's too big, or some combination of all of them to get it to lock. It doesn't lock in real nice. Now let's see the top. Much better. Better. Go out there and smack them. Okay, that was definitely an improvement. Too small on the top. You saw that. Top of the hourglass was too short. Alright, so by doing some of these flights, we've got some material to work with tonight. Even if we want to sit back in a room and just play this tape over and over, we've got some material we can work on. Okay, we're back to looking at real time. This is going to be Kent. And Jim has the score sheets with the errors from the last flight, and let's see how many are repeats. It's as usual, he's a foot higher than he should be. I like to see him try to keep everything a little bit lower. See, that's even a foot higher than that. You're 2 feet high. That's high. High pullouts. High pullouts are what he has done consistently. Let's see, we want to see if the loops are going to walk. Okay, that's certainly good. Gonna move the string a little bit so we stay in range here. Where I'm standing, I'm referencing off of those poles, and it's just, well, he's doing it consistently. It's just I would like to see the whole thing down 1 foot. I'd be real happy with that. It'd be 3 points. And the outsides, what he was walking before, the outsides were walking all over the place. Bigger than they have to be. Maybe a couple feet bigger than they should be. Now, if we had the grid on the TV screen, we could very easily compare the insides to the outsides. Can't really do that without a screen grid. Okay, now what he could do with that maneuver, he can make it a little bit longer. It's a cigarette box. You could put cigarette boxes. Okay, the outsides are better than the inside, so it's really the insides that are the thing that's bothering them. And then you can always compare. You take your TV screen and put 1/8 inch tape on it, and you can, or in this case, you could look at a point, say a point on the clouds. But once you have 3 or 4 of your flights on video, and you can look at them over and over again, you can just play them and fast forward, and you'd be amazed. Errors you don't see when the plane's going through this intersection there. Another one. See, when you play and fast forward, you can see errors that you don't normally see. George Aldrich used to tell me that all the time when he'd be coaching one of my flights on from video. He'd say, just play it and fast forward. I would, and I'd say, oh my God. It actually looks worse in fast forward, especially when you miss something. Okay, see? The last intersection he went too far. We were kind of referencing off the middle. Oh, here comes another Dynajet flight. I can hear that. A little bit of an overturn at the intersection. A little bit of an overturn. Coming down out of here, just going a little. It would be nice if you could stop at 90 and just dive down. That would be what we could look for. And while Jim is writing all this down, we can have that as a reference too. Alright, that was better than the first couple. Yep. Alright, now let's see if he puts a nice flat in these clovers. That was about right. About right. Too high. We're going to just walk the line, say goodbye to everybody, see who wants to go to dinner. Madison's has free ice cream tonight for Sun Flyers, so we're just going to do the walk the Walk of Fame here, or whatever this is. All right, you think you picked up a couple little things, the verticals? More than anything, that's a good, and that's starting the outside. Your outsides are like...
It's got my timing off now.
And top of the hourglass, that third corner's getting away from you. You're getting here and...
I know. It's the wind.
Right now.
The wind gets up, it's harder for my plane to turn, and I get more aggressive with it. And I know that I should really get softer with it.
And all of your errors are up errors, so that you know that's a trim thing.
Yeah. You know, I have hours to fill it.
What that, Bob, grab Kent's plane and see how much slop there is.
I did the other day. There's about like that much. Mine's about that much.
There's nowhere near enough there.
Well, let's see. Top 20 is tomorrow now. Do I change this?
No, but when you go home you change it. You should have changed it 4 years ago when you built this tub. Look, show them the slop. How much slop is in there? Without that, how are you supposed to fly? That's unbelievable.
Brass tubing, right?
Yeah, you take the brass tubing out. How much is in this plane? Well, hold it up by the fillet. When you do this, here's what you do. Let me put the camera down.
You're going to capture it.
Reno Air Race is one for $27. That's the whole trip. That was Lodging.
Reno Air Racing. I'm going to have to put a Reno Air Race on these videos so you guys know what it is. You guys don't even know what a Reno Air Race is. You been there?
Yeah.
Don't get your hand caught in that prop. That'll ruin your whole day. There are no Stukas at Reno.
No, but I don't know that there's any Stukas flying.
There might not be. I don't know.
They destroyed them all. They didn't want them.
Don't you wish you could do this during an official flight? Like hit a button and say, sorry.
You turn around, you say, excuse me, I'll do that again.
Yeah, I didn't really care for that much. This is the free steak dinner for all the NATS workers. A great idea, by the way. Since we're not a NATS worker, we're not going over there. We'll in their party, but we're going to Madison's because they basically have free ice cream. The place didn't have ice cream, and we told the girl, get us ice cream. We want ice cream. So he bought a 5-gallon tub of vanilla ice cream, and now it's free always. Pretty cool. Hey, show me the money. Show me the money.
You know what it was?
How much did you get that sucker to give you 50 bucks?
I can't put it on tape.
Did he? I'm going to go see him.
I can't put it on tape.
How much you get for 50 or 100?
Well, I got $50 worth of.
Free products.
Yeah, I had to go.
Free subscription to Stuka Stunt.
My man hooked me up. He said, all right, man, I said, listen, take care of me, man. Go see your man.
Yeah.
Go
now you guys are buddies. You're going to go out to lunch together?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
He carries guns, man, you know?
He's from Texas. He's a lunatic.
Some guys carry big guns. You know, in New York, we got the little...
What person with any brains would go to move to Texas? You ain't got none of that stuff.
Oh, Wendy, what the hell is that?
What the hell is that? I could stick a Zacto knife in there.
He's trying to steal the asphalt. That's what it is. Take it back.
Oh, Mr. Bob, so you had a good day today? The tune pipes behaving? The pipes have been behaving? You didn't set the plane on fire in over 4 hours, eh? Oh, man. Tell me something funny. I need something funny to go to bed on tonight. All right, let's hear it.
That's another thing.
Let's hear it. The Suarez machine.
Good luck.
We're looking at the sky trying to figure out if tomorrow's going to blow like crazy. Be nice, but tomorrow is top 20 day and we're going to try to capture that on the next tape. One way or another, preserve it for all eternity. Well, let's go. We're going to find out the flight order for tomorrow over by Randy Smith's room. I smell tuna.
Yes.
Is it in a can or is it in a jar? Oh, it's in a can of tuna.
Have you got the flying orders posted on the wall?
Yeah, we'll check it out. Hello? Check it out. Look at Dixon's there before us. When are you up, Mr. Pro Stunt? Wendy Artnowski, round 1.
I'm timed to 10.
Look at that.
I didn't know you was filming it. Look at that, you go.
Jose, take a wild guess who's up first tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Could never happen twice in one NATS, right?
You're kidding.
You got it, baby.